Melican here again from MKAU Gaming, as usual, bringing you the latest and greatest in gaming news and reviews. And once again, thanks to our friends at Magic the Gathering and Wizards of the Coast, we have a lovely little bundle to unbox for you. As you can see, this is the Outlaws of Thunder Junction. They've supplied us with one of their bundles that comes with 9 play boosters. We have the Grand Larceny Commander deck. This is a black, green, and blue deck, which includes a collector booster sample pack as well as 2 legendary traditional foils. Plus, we have our 14 card play boosters, and we have our 15 card collector boosters. So we're going to open some of these up. We'll have a look and see what's inside, and we'll take it from there. We're going to start off with our commander deck today, just because this one is basically a set of cards that are specifically built into the commander deck. Now, if we flip it over, we do get a little bit of fluff here. So we'll leave this here for a moment so you can pause and have a little bit of a read. If I can get it to not be so flashy on the screen. So feel free to pause and have a read, but otherwise we're going to jump straight into it. Now, I've opened enough of these. Never mind, I opened it the wrong way. There we go. Toss that to the side. Crack that open. And pull out our goodies. Alright, nothing else left in there. So, this is our collector booster sample pack. We'll open that one in a moment. We have our life counter, and we have our deck box. Nice and quick and easy to put together, even more so when you're not doing it in front of the camera. Cool weird dude on the front. We have some tokens here, and then we have our deck, as well as our standard rules information. With a pretty picture on the back, if I can get that whole thing in frame. But we're going to pop this aside because what I believe most people are going to be interested in is the cards. So before we get into this, we'll pop that aside, so that's out of the way. We'll pop that there, and we'll open up this one. Now, I don't know about you, but I can't see any tear tabs on here, so we're just going to have to hope. Hey, I can open it. Alright, so this is just a sample of what you'll get inside the collector boosters. So, discover the coolest cards. But otherwise, we have this, which looks like a cool wanted poster, except it's shiny, which wanted posters typically aren't like that. And we have Wily Duke. That's not a bad little pull there. Certainly can't complain. There's some nice looking cards. And then we have, we'll pop those back in the frame so you can have a look at those. And then we have this, which these packages always give me issues. Whoop. Now, just in case there are any codes in here, I'm going to draw these in front of the camera one by one. So this here is, I'm assuming pronounced Gonti. That's our commander. This is just a normal style card. It's not one of the slightly thicker plasticky feeling ones. Ooh, that's hard to see. I do apologise. As you can see, well, maybe with the exception of this one and this one, we do have a little bit of a Wild West theme going on. Probably not so much with these blue land based critters, but feel free to pause the video at any point to have a read and see what you think. As usual, we do have some very incredible artwork, especially with the black cards. They've always got that sort of real dark and grungy style to them. I guess that's the easiest way I can describe them. But they are some incredible cards. And without stopping to look at their power levels and stuff, they're looking like this could be a potentially nasty deck, which, considering it says steal, I think it said steal and gain life. I've played against one of those decks many years ago that was fantastic at stealing life and dropping poison tokens on you. It was not a nice deck to play against, but I certainly would have liked to have given him a run for his money by swapping decks at some point, and he could have had a taste of his own medicine. So this is a 100 card deck, so there's still quite a few cards to go through. But you've really got to appreciate the artwork that goes into these. Thought that was a lightsaber for a second. But very nice cards all around. Even some of the more basic looking ones like this, or your land cards and that sort of thing. I know I always comment it, but the amount of artwork and the amount of time that goes into these is absolutely incredible. They really do help to set the mood. Now, of course, anybody who has played Magic the Gathering before, if Commander's not your thing, there is still nothing stopping you from grabbing this deck. You will still get a nice, powerful Commander, but there is nothing to say that you can't take things out of this that you particularly like and build a deck yourself. Or, you know, use this as a basis to build your own Commander deck if there's other things that might take your interest. I play, or used to play, the old-fashioned way, which was a deck of 60 cards, traditionally made up of 20 land cards, and then a mix of 40 creatures, spells, enchantments, artifacts, so on and so forth. I have no idea how Commander plays, but I can certainly say that there are some cards in here, just the way they look, that I would be wanting to put into my deck. Whether or not they are useful in a normal deck, completely different question. But it is certainly something that I would have done going back nearly 20 years ago, which feels horrible to say. But we're on to our land cards now. So they do get a little bit repetitive, but they are just land cards. Now we've got some tokens. Oop, that's probably got a backing one. Yep, there we go. Another boar. Some treasure. Ooh, wanted, they're new. Haven't seen those before. Interesting to see how they go. Right, so that was our 100 card commander deck with this guy as our commander. Now we'll move on. Moving on to our bundle pack here, once again, Outlaws of Thunder Junction. For those who haven't seen these before, maybe you're just getting new into Magic cards, maybe you've not, you've only ever really seen the individual packs that you can purchase. This one here has 9 play boosters included in it. Now, if we flip it over, you can get a bit of an idea of what to expect. So you'll get 30 basic land cards in total. That's 15 traditional foils, as well as 15 regular land cards. You'll get a alternative art key to the vault, 9 of the 14 card booster packs. So that is these ones. There's 9 of those in here. You'll get some reference cards, as well as a nice little carry case. So again, we'll crack this one open. Don't know if the microphone picked that up. That would have been some nice ASMR there. And this here is our box. So these are a great way to store any cards that you're not immediately using in your deck. They will hold a lot of cards. As you can see, there's quite a bit of space in there. And then you do get the D20. As you can see, this one's a little bit sparkly. Now, for most games of Magic, this is your life counter. Or of course you can use this. This has the benefit of going up to 40, I believe. Yep, there we go, 40. If we flip it over, that's 19, 20. So you've got, basically you can count to 40 as opposed to only counting to 20. These are great if you've got decks that basically gain a heap of life. So, we've got our dice. This pack here, one of these packs, there's 2 packs. This one appears to be our land cards. This one might also be our land cards. They used to have some writing on there. I'm just trying to have a look. That's not the writing I was looking for. They used to have some writing on there that said, okay, this is your foils, this is your basics. But these are our basic land cards, as well as what I'm assuming is going to be our foil, because that one there is saying that it's the key to the vault. So we'll quickly crack these open. Alright, so we do have a couple of reference cards. And then we have our basic non-shiny land cards. Now, I'm not entirely sure if those are randomly selected or not, but it gives you a nice little mix of all the different ones. I would assume that they are not randomly selected, but I could be very wrong. And then here we have our alternative key to the vault card. By alternative, I mean alternative art. And then we have our foil land cards. Of course, if you want to slow down and have a look at any of these, feel free to pause the video. They are just land cards by just land cards. So there's our land cards. We'll pop the dice there. And then, as mentioned, we have 9 of these. Now, I'm not going to open these all up, because otherwise we'll be here for hours. But this is what you can expect if you were to purchase one of the bundles. So that's what you'll get in those, and we'll move on to opening a couple of our boosters now. So we've got our collector boosters and we've got our play boosters. Now, these are probably the more exciting ones for the collectors out there. These ones have a higher chance, not much higher, but still a higher chance of pulling some particularly valuable cards. The majority of what's in here will typically be a foil as well, because they are aimed at the collectors. These ones here are the least likely to have your big flashy expensive cards, so it's extremely exciting and extremely lucky if you do pull something in one of these that is worth a bit of money, whether you are looking to sell, whether you're looking to keep. Either way, these are the cheapest ones you can get, but you do get 14 cards in these, as opposed to certain other card games where you might only get 7. So what we'll do, we'll shuffle these around a little bit. I don't know what's in what, because obviously I haven't opened them yet. Shuffle our cards, make a mess, and we'll open this one first. Alright, we do have a tear thing here, which apparently I still can't do properly. And we'll dive right in with an Ox. It's also a reversible card. We have a dual land type card. We do have a foil in this one. We have another wanted poster. So typically what you're looking for, I'll show you on this one, that there to sort of look like gold, and then that being silver, that means this is a slightly rarer card than something like this, for example. And then for the really flashy, really rare ones, that's almost like a embossed gold, and then that's a gold symbol down there. They're the ones that are particularly rare and very exciting to get your hands on. But we're still staying with the sort of almost medieval theme, not medieval, Western. My brain is not working today. But as usual, some absolutely gorgeous artwork. Now we're also going to open up a couple of these. So we'll pop that to the side for now. We'll open this one up. Yep, we've got a tear. And again, I still can't do it. So we'll just force our way in. as mentioned, most of these cards are going to be foils. And as you can see, a lot of these cards do have the silver and they do have the gold look. So that is one way, as I mentioned before, to sort of get a bit of an idea on the rarity of some of these cards. So shiny doesn't always mean really valuable when it comes to Magic the Gathering. And even then, that being gold, or that being gold, again, doesn't necessarily mean that it's a particularly valuable card. It's just a way of determining potentially how rare it is. Alright, so that's the first 15 of our collector boosters. We'll open this one up now. Still not good at it. But I really am enjoying the wanted poster-like artwork there. Certainly some amazing looking cards. So yeah, by all means, if this is something that interests you, head on down to your local gaming store, grab yourself a starter bundle, grab yourself a commander deck, grab yourself a couple of these collector boosters, and even grab yourself a couple of the play boosters, because these are some absolutely beautiful cards. So once again, I would like to thank Magic the Gathering and Wizards of the Coast for sending us this lovely little care package. We do look forward to receiving these, and we do look forward to your comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what your favorite cards are. Thanks, guys.